Good morning, Wake Forest Baptist family. This coming Sunday is one of the most special Sundays in the life of the Christian calendar. It's All Saints Sunday. I want to share something that was really tender and special for me. It happened on Monday afternoon, just day before yesterday. I got a call from the pastor of my very first church in Warsaw, Virginia. I'm still close to so many people up there. They gave me my start. I was there for 10 years. And the matron saint of that church is a lady named Jane Packett. She's 90 years old. Every time I would go up there, I would always be sure to go by and visit her. We had so many special memories and so many special times together through the years. So the pastor called me, and I expected what she was going to say, that Jane was in her last moments, that she was not responding anymore, and the family was gathered around the bed. They said the last thing that sometimes goes is your hearing. And they all wanted me to say something to Jane in her last moments. So they put the phone up to her ear. And I said some words of love and gratitude to this lady who had touched my life in so many ways. And then said goodbye. 20 minutes later, the pastor called. First thing she said was, "Bill, the last word Jane heard were yours." Think about that. I thought I was so glad I got to say what I got to say. Whether she heard it or not really isn't important. But the fact that I took the opportunity, was given that, to say some words that needed to be said of a lady who meant so much. She was one of my saints. And I think of this church. I've been here 16 years. I'm going to get in trouble here in just a second because I could name countless others, but certain ones do come to mind. I think of John Wooten Sr., who could tell me more stories about this church and this town. He was a walking history book. I think of Phil and Ann Insco, who were just the dream couple for me and for so many others. I think of Jim Leonard. The last words he said to me, he whispered, was, "God is with us." I think of Jane Keith. I have a picture right here on my bookcase in the office here of a sacred moment when we shared Holy Communion together. And she was asked, "What do you need?" And she said, "A new me." And very soon she was given that. I think of three ladies, Jerry Jones, Janice Underwood, and Nora Dickens, who, along with Shirley Wooten, who's still hanging in there, made up what I call my favorite gospel quartet. And these four ladies, we would get together and just have the best time and go to Forks and eat together, and how much they, in fact, meant to me. And I could go on and on. There's so many others. I want to mention Derek Eisenhower, a teenager whose remarkable courage and faith continue to be an inspiration to me still to this day. And all in between. We are surrounded by saints here in this church and in this world. But here's what I want to challenge you. Whoever is that saint, they're not just those who have died. They're those who are still living among us. The ones who remind us of God, the ones who grace our lives and allow our lives to be fuller because of their presence. Someone said a saint is one who lets the light shine through them. And so maybe you have that person that maybe you need to say a word to. So I challenge you this week, as we think of All Saints Day, those who have made a difference, if there's someone in your life, we never know how long they're going to be around. Now is the time to say, "Thank you. You remind me of God. You have graced my life, and my life is better because of you." I've been here 16 years. I'm looking at some of you saints right now. Thank you for what you have meant to my life and what a saint you always are to me. So God bless you. And maybe be surprised that maybe you can be a saint to someone in your life as well.